potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And he stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Back behind the quarterback line in a pistol. They'll run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They get him down after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Scanning the field, it's Jones. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Gives it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick shovel pass. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Makes the grab. Can he get there? He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the 1st sack of the game.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's got it inside the 15. And they get him to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's looking deep here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Here's the handoff. Powering through.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to pass. It's Jones. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
To the air, it's Jones. Throw to the running back in the flat. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and he can't haul it in. That's a crucial drop on a third down play. Here comes fourth down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. This one's going to be spotted down just outside the 40-yard line. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Sanders. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll feed the back again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Liberty 14, Cincinnati 3.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
This will be touchdown just inside the 40. The Liberty offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. And the Flames looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Flames. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Tuggle. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over first and 10.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. It's a quick grab. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
But the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Looking to pass, it's Jones. He's running out of time here. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Makes a quick catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The gain makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Looks like the Bearcats will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And a low line drive, ugly punt. They'll down this ball just outside the 30-yard line.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He'll toss it to the back. And they've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And looking for a big play here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Handoff on a single back formation. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a spin move to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Back to pass. It's Jones. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Liberty's offense retakes the field now. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. And he's hit just before the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Liberty. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Let's fly to the wideout. Over the middle and incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Trying to create here on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. A much-needed scorecard trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Here's the point after attempt.
Is on for the extra point.
They make the extra point and trail now 28-10.
That makes the score Liberty 28.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Liberty offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play put in the scoring position before the half. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quick throw to the left side, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? They'll test the right side here. Trucks through the defender. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on 3rd and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Makes the catch downfield. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The Flames come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Boy, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Flames. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Tuggle. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over. First and 10.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Wow, a great play on the interception, but that's going to be wiped out on a roughing the passer penalty.
Here we go. Do the show. Check, check. Red 70, black 18. Patriot, Patriot.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. So, of course, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty. We got one final untimed down with zeros on the clock.
Ready? Right. Single, single. Ho, ho, ho. Get ready.
Play action here on first down. Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Boy, this is a huge score, not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Bearcats will kick this away to get the second half going. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throws a bullet to the right. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looks to the left, pass caught, and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. After the miss, it's still an 18-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? The pass is intercepted. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quarterback looking to scramble.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Running back with the carry. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 6-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Liberty. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Cincinnati offense will take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They've punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Jones. Looking to throw it deep. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
They'll kick it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Running through the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
2nd down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the tackle. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Flames. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Running out of time in the pocket. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long from the 16. Scanning the field, it's Jones. The pocket breaking down. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
He'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
But it's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Tackle at the 47-yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Liberty 49, Cincinnati 17.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Moves.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Gets some space around the 30. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
What a really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Ready?
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And the single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Gain of 1. Brings up second and goal.
On the double.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
Hey.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
On the
He
set.
moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal.
Easy.
And the same runner's got it again. Ball's out of bounds, close to the end zone.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the throw deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it.
He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game. and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Fights off a defender. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the runner takes off to his right. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. They'll run it from the gun. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31.
Where they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Flames pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And in 1st down, they go right back to him. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Ready up.
2nd down after that previous play.
Cricket.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. But I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Flames starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's an option look. The back's got it on a pitch. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Flames hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
42, Spider.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Liberty. And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. Looking downfield, it's Jones. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Looking for the wideout. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And now another deep ball here. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Here we go.
And now the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.